Before we get into Texas Penal Code offenses such as arson, criminal mischief, and later on burglary, we need to define a few very important terms related to these offenses. First, we need to make a distinction between the types of structures mentioned in the Penal Code. The Penal Code defines a habitation as a structure or vehicle that is adapted for the overnight accommodation of persons. So a habitation can be a house or even an RV when it's parked at a campsite and being lived in. Habitation also includes each separately secured or occupied portion of the structure or vehicle. So in this picture, it includes the house and each structure appurtenant or connected with the structure or vehicle. This house, which meets the criteria to be considered a habitation in the Penal Code, has a garage connected by a covered walkway. So the garage, for the purposes of the Penal Code, is considered part of the habitation. If you break into the garage connected to the house, the Penal Code considers it the same as if you broke into the house itself. A habitation is much different than the Penal Code definition of a building. The Penal Code defines a building as any structure or enclosure intended for use or occupation as a habitation or for some purpose of trade, manufacture, ornament, or use. Yes, this is a little confusing. Remember this though. In Penal Code terms, every habitation is a building, but not every building is a habitation. This is important when determining degrees in offenses like burglary. If you break into a building where no one sleeps or stays the night, it is typically a less serious offense than if you break into a habitation where people sleep or stay the night. Finally, the Penal Code defines a vehicle. A vehicle is any device in, on, or by which any person or property is or may be propelled, moved, or drawn in the normal course of commerce or transportation. Just to make things a little more complicated, the definition of vehicle in the Penal Code isn't the same as the definition of a vehicle found in the Transportation Code, which covers Texas traffic laws.